times of crisis, our inbuilt human survival mechanism kicks into action. The same reflex that enables us to flee from a burning building or jump out of the way from a speeding car focuses our energy and attention on what's critical for survival. And right now, for many of us around the world, that means our finances. Maybe through no fault of your own, and as a result of the crisis, you've suddenly lost your job, or your income has been dramatically reduced without any opportunity to plan. But we want to share with you some principles and some practical things that you can begin to do that will help you to be able to lead your money rather than your money leading you. And I want to start here with these 3 boxes, because if we can understand what it is that causes us as human beings to spend money that we don't have on things that we don't need, then we have the opportunity to be able to control that and to be able to change that. And as human beings, we all have these 3 common needs. We have, if you like, what we call our body needs, or our basic human needs for survival. Things like water and food, the clothes that we wear to protect us from the elements, or the shelter that we use to protect us from the environment, and of course our health. That's our basic human body needs. But then we also have what we call living needs. Now these aren't essential for survival, but they are really helpful to enable us to be able to function in the world in which we live. And at the moment, in a time of separation and isolation, one of the most important things is communication. And perhaps for all of us, our mobile phones have never been more valuable to us than they are right now, to enable us to stay connected with family and friends, with work colleagues, or with people in our community who need our help. And we also need transport, perhaps not at the moment in the middle of a lockdown, but in order to be able to get to work, in order to be able to meet our family and friends, in order to be able to go to the shops or to head off out on a holiday. And then in order to be able to cook the food that we need for our basic survival, we're going to need things like pots and pans to cook it in, we're going to need a stove to cook it on, and we're going to need fuel to cook it with. So we have our basic living needs. And then thirdly, we have what we call our self-worth needs, or if you like, our self-esteem. And this needs to be fed in the right way. And the way that we feed it is through us knowing that we're loved and that we belong, through understanding that we're able to use our gifts and our skills and our talents to make a contribution to this world, to know that we are full of amazing potential, that I have my pen and that I am writing my story, that I am the author of my life. And also as we begin to apply and use those leadership mindsets that we've already learned, as I start to lift up my head and see myself as a leader, as I get proactive with my actions and I start to see and take responsibility, I feed my self-worth. It feels good, it feels right. And in the same way, as I start to change the things in my life that aren't working, as I get focused and put my energy and attention into things that are of value and important to me, and as I use that appreciative thinking, as I use those and I can see those being worked out in my life, so my self-worth is met and fed in the right way. And the challenge and the problem comes is when my self-worth is not met in the right way, it will insist. In fact, it will demand that it was met in the wrong way, either through my body needs or through my living needs. Let me explain to you. So one of the things that we said was essential as part of our body needs was the clothes that we wear to protect us from the elements. So maybe we say we need a new jacket or we need a new pair of shoes. But my self-worth, when it's not met in the right way, says, whoa, hang on. Don't just buy any jacket. Don't just buy any pair of shoes. Like, you need an expensive jacket. You need a designer jacket and a designer pair of shoes. Because then when you walk down the street, everybody's going to look at you and they're going to go, whoa, hey, look at them. They look really cool. And as we hear them and as we wear these clothes, we're going to start to feel really cool and feel like we matter. And so we spend money that we don't have on things that we don't need. Yes, we need a new jacket, but we don't need to spend the money on a designer jacket. We said that we need communication, a mobile phone, to be able to stay connected with the people in our world. But when our self-worth need is not met in the right way, guess what? Yes, it will say to our living needs, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't just buy any mobile phone. Right? You need to upgrade. All right, you need the latest iPhone, or you need a Samsung with a great big screen so that you can walk down the road. And as everybody sees you with your new phone and your big phone, they'll go, whoa, they must be important. And then as we see them thinking that, we're going to start to feel important. And so we spend money that we don't have on things that we don't need. And so it's important that we meet and feed our self-worth in the right way, by reminding us of the truths that we've looked at, that we are full of amazing potential, that we're leaders, that we can be proactive, that we have a pen, and that we're writing our story. And when we get the urge to spend, to buy, just stop and pause. Ask yourself the question: is this a want or is this a need? Is this a body need or a living need, or is this my self-worth need? Causing me to spend money that I don't have on things that I don't need. And the more we can control that, and the more we feed our self-worth in the right way, it'll stop us spending money that we don't have on things that we don't need.